I guess I'll put it on vibrate, because otherwise it's going to be making sounds. Oh, there it goes again. Shut up.
Wow.
Oh. Did EAB take a minor penalty or something, or was he not paying attention?
It looked like he was doing the fancy thing where you like start the timer a little early as you like fade out the cutscene, but he didn't have his timer adjusted to start negative.
Oh, rip.
But that's fine, that will hardly make a difference.
Yeah. Especially if the PB gap is like 4 minutes or whatever.
So right off the bat, they're going to be making their way to the first half of the intro here, just taking out these purple guys. You can kill them with 2 dash shots or a green charge and another shot will do the trick.
Full charge shot can also do the trick, but that can cause some lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the full buster charge gives you some additional sprites, so if that's contributing to the memory, it can lag a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a pretty big memory footprint. It also increments RNG, so it's kind of useful in tassing.
The one purple guy after the first left-right section, like sometimes if you kill him on the wrong frame and he drops small health, it causes way more lag than I feel like it should.
Yeah, drops are just horrible.
So both erasers touching the door at the same time. So for Mac, it just takes one shot and one saber will kill him, and then you just wait for the hitbox to be active, and then you can shoot down X from his holding cell.
The little magnet thing stays invincible until Mac is pretty much done exploding, and their EAB tried to kill it too early, so his shot actually went all the way through solely on iframes, and it didn't blow up.
So the one odd quirk about before this boss fight starts, if you're not holding your charge when the music plays, when X walks, you actually lose your charge shot. So it's the one time in this whole, probably in the whole X series, especially for the Super, that you gotta be holding your charge before the boss fight starts.
Doesn't Tunnel Rhino Mini Boss do the same thing?
I'm not sure. If you're not holding the charge when you get control, yeah, your charge shot will go. But I mean, before X has to walk into position, if you're not holding the charge for the one frame that it checks, you'll lose your shot.
Yeah. I think for Hell Crusher, like, there's this weird, awkward period, like, after the door shuts, but before the wall breaks apart on the right, where I seem to remember it just eats your charge if you're not holding it. Could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. I usually just make it a habit of holding that charge as long as I think I'm gonna need to hold it. Except for one time when I was doing the intro and I didn't hold shoot through the door, and then my shot disappeared. And I'm like, what the heck just happened?
BluSlider gets ledgeless. Raul has a pretty good movement section, but doesn't get ledgeless.
A lot harder than it needs to be.
Sam, didn't you say... Oh, go on.
You really gotta like thread the needle to get like avoid the corner and then also avoid the ledge down below. Well, yeah, what were you about to ask?
Did you say like last time we commentated a race, this was the only level with ice physics?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh no, BluSlider has to go back and get back on the ledge. There is a double kick method to back up if you miss that ledge, but it's pretty difficult.
Kind of psyching himself out a little bit there. Oh, and EAB gets the Z-SNES screen.
Yeah, if you go out too far from that ledge after you get the boots, you actually go back into the zone where it actually spawns the graphic effect where it snows, and then it takes a while before that effect goes away, and you actually enter the door with it still active. I think it lags just a little bit, but it's not a big issue.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a big issue. It's just, the ZSNES screen of shame.
So EAB is doing the CFO strat on Buffalo, where you alternate with lemons from far away and then a charge shot close up. So you can start charging while the lemon is traveling, and then it hits him and does damage after you've started charging.
Yeah, it's just like optimizing your damage output rather than doing like 2 damage every second and a half or so. You alternate between doing 1 and 2 damage, but try to hit them roughly every second.
So the climb here for Seahorse, pretty key on getting your wall kicks and everything correctly. And then here at the top, you gotta take out the last purple guy.
Yeah, looks like that went really smoothly for EAB. Pretty much only one flub, and that was getting an air dash instead of a dash jump.
Yeah.
Definitely not a spot that's horrible to mess up, though. There are much worse mistakes to make in this area. And BluSlider making his way through there pretty smoothly as well.
Interesting mini boss fight from EAB.
Yeah. I kind of like panicked a little bit mentally when he fired the 2 shots to the left, because anytime that I fire a shot wrong and it's like on the other side of the boss facing away, it usually just takes a million years for them to go away or hit, but it's not actually that big of a deal to the left, because that's the direction he's going at the start.
Oh, that's he got in the gap, but he kicked too early, and the game just swatted him out of there.
Yeah, if you're not like dead center in a gap and you're a little low, then when you kick, the displacement the X gets horizontally will actually knock you out of it before you're fully wedged into the gap in the ladder.
Yeah, especially the gaps, the ladder gaps in this stage, because if you notice, Blizzard Buffalo and Tunnel Rhino are the only 2 stages that have the really wide ladder wells. But the Seahorse ladder wells and Tiger, or I think Tiger's is the same way, but those are really small.
BluSlider doing his air dash a little high.
That spike pit is really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right before the last ladder, because if you die there, you go all the way back to right after the bit bite room, and you don't have ice back, so you have to buster the mini boss.
Yeah, this game has really silly checkpoint positions. So the bit and bite rooms are usually like so close to the beginning of the stage, but that's like right after that is where the checkpoints are. So there's like 2/3 of the stage left.
Yeah, after every bit and bite room, except for Hornet, there's a checkpoint.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what about Hornet, because that one, the bit bite room, is actually pretty close to the end.
Yeah, I think on that one it's just like flipped mini boss and bit bite room.
Yeah, it's right after the mini boss room. I think the first boss room, regardless if it's a bit bite room or mini boss, the checkpoint is right after it for every stage.
Oh, going for the real
Right
strat.
wall. Who cares if it took 2 tries? Got it.
Save frames, lose seconds.
That's how it's done, dude.
Tunnel Rhino.
You
Save those.
you lose the seconds to save the frames for a while until you eventually one day get good at it, and then it's just like smooth sailing from then on.
Raul gets bit in Rhino, so it's key that he doesn't take a lot of damage here, because he's going to need the HP to damage boost off the Hell Crusher coming up. Ooh. I don't
guess-
know if I would have done that. I think he was going to be fine with the pattern, but okay.
Getting hit
Rhino-
by the ball kind of sucks. That does 4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 instead of the 1 contact damage that Bit does himself.
How much does Bit do if he like dashes into you? Is that like 3 or something?
It's 3. It's 3
Yeah.
damage, I think.
Oh, they both got Bit and Rhino. Well, this makes things easy to keep track of.
I think you
Yeah.
can still bonk into him when he's dashing and take 1 if you do
You
it
have
at
to-
the right
yeah.
height to like dodge the actual hitbox of the attack and just hit his
Yeah,
hitbox.
you have to touch the body and not the blade, or you're going to get a lot more damage.
Okay, he didn't get hit by the ball a second time.
I think he took
Raul-
like a
Raul
hair
has
more
to-
damage.
Raul has to be careful now because if he doesn't get a health drop, if he gets oh, they got lucky.
Oh, there it is.
Well, you know what
Oh.
they say, it's better to be lucky than good.
Sure is. Especially if you pick the wrong speed games.
So he's gonna win because he's lucky, not because of talent, right?
I mean,
That's
anything's
usually
possible.
how they try to swerve it on you. It's like you didn't win because you got lucky, or vice versa. Now for the Rhino fight for Raul.
Though to be fair, I think he would have survived that.
Yeah, he probably would have
Rhino
made it
one-
anyway.
He would have had 1 HP because he took 2 from something, but he had 3 after the mini boss. Also, if EAB had died before Rhino, but after the checkpoint, then when he got to Rhino, he would have been able to actually use all of his moves instead of the small
Ooh.
little sampling you saw there.
Slider got a 1-up drop, but just completely ignores it.
And yeah, that fight is a lot more annoying if Rhino actually has full use of his moves.
Mm-hmm.
Because he fires drills a lot, and those actually block your attacks.
Yeah.
Thankfully, you can the acid has an arc to it, so you can just kind of throw it around his projectiles. But it's still kind of a pain because they linger around, so you have to dodge those and Rhino.
It's always fun in the refight when he charges into the wall right after your first saber, and then he stays there and he spawns 3 drills in front of him. So you either have to wait for like 8,000 years before you can hit him, or just deboost for 3 damage or whatever.
Okay, Raul's coming up on the Worm Seeker quick kill, and he gets it.
Nice. You just see him mashing buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That was either a really nice improv gap jump, or that was like a wizard tier setup. where you like, it looks like you failed the first jump, but then you just get it anyway.
I think the way that one works, like the spacing on that ladder, like you're usually a little high on the final kick, so sliding down probably just didn't make a huge difference on it.
Just do my double kick strat.
Yeah.
I do 3 full wall kicks, and on the third one I do a double, and I get up there pretty easy.
I think I just do like 4 medium kicks. Or
Now
like
EA
mostly full kicks, I don't know. I don't know how you want to call them.
climbing in this game is hard.
EAB getting the wall tiger pattern here.
Oh, the delayed green shot.
Yo, a nice double hit on the lemons though.
Yeah, that was good.
So every time Tiger does an attack on the ground, he's going to reset his iframes. Oh, and he almost gets a no charge Tiger.
Video game. Just had to toss it in there right at the end.
1 ain't bad though,
Yeah, even though he
considering
like,
what he has the capacity to do.
Yeah, 1+ wall camping isn't a terribly good pattern for PB attempts, but in
Yeah.
a tournament race, that's pretty acceptable.
Yeah, you can actually do a CFO strat if he's hanging on the wall like that. You can just shoot a lemon, hold your charge, and then once the iframes run out, you can let the charge go and kind of repeat it. If he stays in the wall, it kind of makes the damage dealing a little bit more efficient than just waiting for charge shots, just like in Buffalo. But you kind of have to be experienced with it to know how to do it properly.
Oh, Tiger, please get out of the middle. Oh, this is
Oh,
stupid.
yeah, this is really bad.
This is whenever this happens, it just
Yeah.
stop.
Ray Splasher is unavoidable if Tiger's
Video
in
game.
the middle like this.
Oh, look at this guy.
Does Slider have?
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, now Tiger's back
Clutch
to the
dodges.
one side, so. Oh, I think Slider's gonna clutch this out. Yeah, there
Nice.
we go.
Nice. Wow, he really made Slider work for that one. That was mean.
Yeah. That was a really quick reaction on the last jump to the wall that Tiger did. He
Yeah,
immediately
he almost-
paused to try to check his sub tank, but it was sadly empty still.
I think
mostly empty.
Yeah, he had a little bit of health in it, and he used it.
he got just enough to survive one hit if Tiger had hit him there. So even if he had taken damage, I think he would have had one shot left.
So Raul's about a whole stage ahead because of that Tiger fight. Now for the catfish fight for Raul. We're going to see how the bulk catfish patterns work out here. Ooh, I think Raul's trying to go for a pseudo CFO strat there.
Yeah, trying to get some Doppler effects when catfish is super far away.
Looks like you're going to get a 4 drill from Raul.
Speaking of Doppler effects, the ancient SDA front page post when my old low percent run was verified had a joke about Doppler effects. I was like, really?
BluSlider making his way pretty nicely through the last part of the stage. That section can be kind of a pain just because it's so narrow with a lot of enemies.
Yeah, there are like 5,000 things in all the hallways, and all of them want you to bonk on them.
So
Dude,
once
the acid.
catfish reaches 15 HP or less, he's going to go straight to the middle of the room and do his desperation attack. So Slider wants to try to get as many buster shots, and then hopefully catfish will just keep jumping, which he did there for a little bit, but now he has to go to the drills, and looks like Slider may get a 6 drill.
Yeah, catfish, once he's below 15 or below 16, after he finishes his next real attack, then he'll go to the center. And in the corner, he can't use Triad Thunder, like the really long, huge attack, in the wall immediately next to him. So instead, he'll just do another jump. So you can kind of keep him chain jumping if you're getting the right RNG.
Yeah,
if he's
it's a
just
50,
trying to use Triad over and over.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 coin flip. He'll either do the ground spark, which he can do anyway, or just jumping in. And you basically have to win the coin flip about 3 or 4 times to get enough time to deal damage with the buster. And then once you go behind catfish, he'll turn around and do an attack automatically. And you want that to be the triad to get the 1-0 possibility.
And the 1 drill is ideal because as soon as he starts his desperation attack, he gets an iframe reset. So ideally, you would hit him right before and then right after.
So BluSlider does not get bite in crawfish, but Raul has already fought bite. So BluSlider looks like he's going to be making up time, but in reality, he's still quite a bit behind Raul at this point.
Vile is a scary fight in races. Because in order to prepare for getting the saber later in the game, you have to kill him with Ray Splasher specifically, because it's his weakness. You don't have his other weakness at the time. So if you run out of ammo before you land the finishing blow, I guess you just reset and start from Crawfish's stage again.
Yeah, you have to reset the console if you fire the last Ray Splasher shot and it does not kill him. But Raul went for the optimal strat there and got it, so he does not have any Ray Splasher remaining. Ooh,
and you really want to
strat.
You really want to cut it close on Ray Splasher, because doing consecutive buster shots on the mech is really slow. You'll know you're in good shape going into the Vile fight itself if the weapon energy bar is about lined up with full health.
Yeah, it's 16 units is exactly enough for Ray Splasher to deal with 32 HP. So if you start phase 2 with the Ray Splasher parallel to the top of the health bar, you should be good.
The only exception would be, I guess, if you picked up a heart tank.
Yeah.
And both of them get the optimal ammo usage.
So for the Crush Crawfish quick kill, you're going to see Raul here shoot the Triad Thunder, and he cannot swap to Buster until the electrodes leave the screen. So he's going to jump to bait Crawfish to shoot his claw upward into the corner, and then once the electrodes are gone and he can go to Buster, then he's going to mash out the Buster. And then he's going to stop firing the Buster just before his iframes can come back, and then he's going to hit him with the Triad to repeat the cycle.
And it gets a kill with acid.
Yeah, Royal's Brazilian. He's showing off all the Brazil exclusive strats.
Yeah.
Speaking of not being able to do things with Triad Thunder until the electrodes leave the screen, the middle section of Crawfish can be really annoying if you mismanage your timing.
Yeah, because
it'll get stuck on screen and then you can't use it again and you just bonk on something.
Yeah, because especially if you're falling down and the electrodes are going to be falling down with you, and you're kind of like stuck in a state where you can't shoot another one until this is gone.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
between the shots.
Yo, are we gonna see some hot slope jumps? Oh, baby.
Hot slope jumps and then hot drop jump inputs.
Yeah.
Favorite part of the game.
Doing everything correctly, and the game's just like, nope, you can't have that jump input.
Oh no, BluSlider dies to Crawfish, and he had
with
one shot
HP
left.
remaining. Video game. Bosses are not being nice.
Crawfish has some surprising damage output if he gets the chance.
Hip check.
Yeah.
He just like turns around and slams into you with this backdash thing. He does a ton of damage when he hits you, and then you take extra damage when you impact the wall. Oh, there it was. That was the hip check.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter players are familiar with how scary hip checks can be.
The hockey check.
Oh, the spinning blade on Beetle.
Yeah, the over swapping.
In Hundo, it's really easy because you hit right swap once and you're there.
Oh, no wonder you can like actually do the CFO fight in Hundo then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, you could do it. It's just how lucky do you think you are?
Yeah.
I get pretty lucky. Like, I think the last few times I fought Beetle and Hundo, I got one charge, and it was like at the very end.
Any percent is a lot more difficult, though. Not only is it more weapon swaps to get back to, but in order to cancel the race, in order to start charging, you have to cancel the race splasher with
Air dash.
Yeah, air dash.
See if Raul goes for
Acid.
I think he's just. I don't think he was trying for the low percent. I think he was just doing the standard up dash strat.
Yeah.
It was a little wonky, but he got the no pause bite fight.
I wasn't watching the whole fight, so I saw the drill continue to go when he had 1 HP left, and I was like, uh-oh. But he managed it right.
Some more drop jump inputs, I think.
This whole section is a mess. Just no matter how you try to do it, you either get lagged out, or you drop a jump, or both.
This game just is really wacky with inputs in certain situations. If you stop walking, then the next shot, or not the next, for one frame, shot and jump inputs don't actually register properly. So if you see them just kind of come to a stop and then sit there, that's what happened.
I don't think dash works either.
Dash works. Dash is what fixes it. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Another stupid thing about the dash mechanic, if you up dash, you cannot fire a shot during that animation. So, like in the Beetle climb through the elevator, like if you want to shoot a weapon, to block missiles, you have to do it before you initiate the up dash.
We almost saw another spinning blade on Beetle, but BluSlider corrected it.
So Raul is using the spinning blade on Hornet. Gravity Well is his true weakness, but he does have this soft weakness. It only deals half the damage, but you don't get the extended iframes, and the weapon doesn't stay out after it deals its damage either. So you can deal a lot more damage in faster time with the spinning blade.
Shout out to the bug hole.
And with that, EAB is done with the 8 mavs. Moving on to the Doppler stages. And BluSlider's got 1 Maverick left.
I don't think the timer will turn red on Raul. He may be on PB pace at the moment.
I think it flashed red for just a second, but yeah, 27 3x 9 mavs is pretty solid 40 pace.
So in the Doppler stages, all the bosses can deal half your HP in one hit. So it's going to be imperative that Raul does not get hit unless it's necessary.
Does Kuragil have an attack that does 8? I think the most I've seen him do is 6.
I'm not sure. His attacks are too easy to dodge.
This is true.
I think if you hit him on the body, it deals 8, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe just 6.
Regardless, if you bonk enemies in Fortress, it hurts. Don't do it.
Except this enemy. This enemy coming up you want to bonk into so you can get over him. So then X has to walk a shorter distance for the cutscene. And of course, being X3, this does 8 damage.
Yeah, he's at 6 HP, so he needs a big health drop or force 2 small health drops to have over half HP so that in case he takes a hit from the God Car Machine, he won't die. There's one.
No chicken infinite today.
Yeah.
And
the chicken tried.
Oh, and he gets a full one. So Raul's good for the God Car Machine fight. So unless he gets something horribly wrong happening,
unless he gets grabbed.
Okay. He could even get grabbed at the end of the fight and still be okay.
Yeah, that's true. If he has 1 or 2 hits remaining, the boss that is.
That's the most
And-
swag way to finish the fight.
But the other fist can actually block some of the Ray Splasher shots before it punches him. So those hands can actually block the Ray Splasher if he fires the Ray Splasher at the wrong place.
Yeah, when they're going left, they can block.
Oh, he jumped over the hand.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I usually just go to the corner and do a short hop to get the Ray Splasher to go over the hand, and then just dash under.
And God Car Machine dies with no hands. Like the hand sprite disappears, and then he gets the explosion animation right there with no hands showing.
Oh, riddle me this. Why does the delay between the end of the boss explosion and the victory music starting, why is it shorter on Doppler 1 than every other
Doppler
level?
1, I think because of the alternate boss, like since there's 2 alternate bosses, I think the explosion animation for the press disposer, I think, is shorter, and I think it just loads off of the faster one.
It's always a little weird.
Yeah,
thing.
it's always I noticed that all the time. Like when I first started, like the explosion just cuts off at the end of it.
Yeah, for like every other level in the game, the gap between landing the last hit and splitting on helmet flash is like 19 seconds, but for Doppler 1 it's closer to 17 or maybe 18. I don't think quite 18.
Oh, come on, Mosquitoes, go the right direction. Alright. No wiggling on top of Zero, but he took his time getting there.
That's almost as annoying.
Yeah.
So now that Raul's got the Saber's got some pretty neat mechanics to it. Number 1, it replaces the highest level charge that you currently have. So in addition to the gold charge, now when he lets go of the charge shot, he's got the Saber right behind it. Also, you can actually charge up while you're on a special weapon now that you have the Saber. You don't get like the legit charged weapon properties, but you have the ability to charge while on a weapon. So that does set up some neat stuff later. Ooh, okay, I thought that was a little early.
Oh, please. Wow, I'm impressed. That... Would it be mean of me to argue that that probably shouldn't have worked?
A little bit,
Okay.
but I think he would agree.
Oh, nice. You got the nice pattern where you can just dump your charge shot on the little project, like the whatever thingy he throws down
Yeah,
at you.
if you go left right at the start, he'll do that attack like every time.
How does that...
And-
I should try timing that and comparing it to the one that I do.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
not actually sure
literally-
which one's faster.
I was about to ask that because I'm like, oh, I just do Zamstrat. I wonder which is faster.
Like, I know for sure mine gets a faster first hit because I just jump and saber. So the first hit's gonna be definitely quicker. So you get your charge quicker, but then you have to wait a little bit for the charge shot to be gone. So I'm not quite sure how it compares. It's probably just really similar.
Yeah.
So now for the boss refights here, the Saber deals 16 HP to the bosses, so it takes 2 Sabers to kill, with the exception of the quick kills for Seahorse and Crawfish. You can actually 1 Saber those 2.
Due to them not having properly programmed iframes, when in the periods where they just turn off, you just swing the saber once and it double hits them.
BluSlider got intimidated by the Victoroid and died.
Oh man.
Yeah, that section,
Doppler 2 is brutal in any percent.
all the enemies in that area kind of like have their attacks like timed once they spawn. So if your movement starts getting a little wonky, then
Yeah,
everything is gonna be a little off. So
Yeah,
you
if you-
kind of like got psyched out there. And
yeah.
just-
If your movement
go ahead.
is like pretty much spot on, like once you spawn every enemy, like as long as you do the movement correctly, you should get by them without a problem. But if you get stuck somewhere, then everything gets thrown out of sync, and then they're going to be shooting at a time when you're trying to actually get in front of them, and then they can actually kill you in a hurry.
That was a nice catfish quick kill. Oh, there's the dry
Yeah,
humping. Wow.
there's the mosquitoes we all know.
Alright.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Beetle refight is the dumbest refight for reasons you hopefully will not see. Okay, we in there.
Yeah, you for sure didn't see it the first attempt, because Ray Splasher would have canceled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're seeing there, whenever the saber is thrown, you actually have no action move or action capabilities until you put the saber away. So to bypass that, you actually weapon cancel the saber animation, and you actually get control back. It's a key element in the LE skip that you saw in Doppler 2, and it's a key element
BluSlider's doing right now.
in the boss refight. Oh,
Ooh.
Yo,
do it. Get
the miracle,
it.
the miracle
Yes.
save. We in there, dude.
Yo, calculated. All those other healths gone.
The saber is not a one-hit kill, but it is kind of like your overpowered weapon of the game.
This is.
Oh, I think Raul let this charge go a little soon there.
Oh, there's the stupid thing. Oh,
Yeah, that attack never works. The saber can't go through the big drills like that. It's got like a big shield that it just doesn't work. I've tried it.
It looked like you tried to wait until he started going, but he just jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah,
Well,
I think also the saber hitbox is probably just extended to the drills, so it just blocked it.
Yeah, if it touches the drills, it nullifies the whole saber. It's kind of like a crystal snail thing connects to.
Oh, really?
Or like
yeah, I think so.
Captain America Sigma's shield.
Because like when Rhino shoots the drill, like how he did it before he charges, I actually got up right in front of the drills and tried to saber through it, and it didn't work.
Interesting.
So
you
yeah,
gotta do a sick deboost where you hit the drill, go into them, turn around, and then saber.
Yeah, you have to do that. You can't saber through it and try to save your HP. It just doesn't work. So yeah, if the saber gets nullified by anything that would like block a shot, like it's not gonna work.
Ooh, that was a nice damage dodge. You just jumped really deep in on Tiger.
Got in the little zone where, like, it's between where the rays spawn and the end of Tiger's active hitbox, so you can just kind of stand there and take no damage.
Yes, tasty fish. The Hadouken deals 32 HP of damage on the frame that it hits a boss. The Shoryuken deals damage based on frames of contact, and the Saber in X3 deals either 16 HP for up close, or the Saber Beam will deal 20.
What are the increments that it does its damage in? Is it like 10, 5, 5?
No, it's 8, 4, 4, 4.
Oh, okay. One problem with the Saber Beam, though, is it takes so long to go away.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying for like 100% stuff. But in any percent, you don't have that.
The PlayStation version, the PlayStation X games have Ultimate Armor codes for X and Zero, so they don't have, because obviously they have the Saber, and they've got like in X4 you do have like a pseudo OP move, the Nova Strike.
EAB can easy 43x with this run if he has a good final stage.
Yeah, this is PB pace form, I do believe. So yeah, if he has a clean Saber Gap.
It's confirmed a speed run. Got the swaggiest trick.
I still think.
Oh yeah. I didn't think Ero was going to get the quick kill. He landed on the ground and didn't get an instant movement, so his synchronization to get the quick kill was gone at that point.
Yeah, but thankfully he backed out of it, and it worked out okay. So
messing up that quick kill is really dangerous because you got to get close while he's shooting fireballs. So if you mess up at all, you just eat 8 damage.
Yeah.
And considering the main strat for Kaiser Sigma right here is to take 8 damage, you're just done if you take damage on the first form.
This could be a PB from Raul. It looks like it will be.
You can do Kaiser damage list, but it's a lot more RNG reliant, and it's stupid.
Yeah, I did that in my race against EAB. I took damage on the first
Yeah,
form.
this could be a 40-34 from Raul.
What's his PB? Like,
it was a 40-47, I believe.
okay.
So this
he does play on emulator though. I think the 40-47.
Oh, he does. Yeah, that could. Yeah, that's an adjustment.
So that would be what, a 40? What are you? Okay.
You add 9 seconds.
No.
He's just messing around.
So is that a 40-33, which turns into a 40-42?
Yeah, by the looks of it. Yeah, he's playing on emulator, so he has to add about 10 seconds to that.
Oh, but he started his timer early because he was trying to do the thing at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The game start menu. That's probably a 40-41 or 40.
Yeah, it was only about a second, I think.
Okay.
And RaceBot has him clocked in at a 40-43, which is his best race time by 4 seconds. So that is a PB by the looks of it, I think.
Alright, so it looks like EAB will be moving on to face the winner of Starvin' Struthers and Baldo.
Yeah. I play the winner of the Terra Lasecki match. Me and Louise have the top times in the in pool play, so we both got the first round bye. So we don't have an exact 16 players in the bracket phase.
If BluSlider has a good final stage, he should be able to get a mid 44.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the pause. If you try to hold start too early for that dialogue before the black box starts to appear, you just pause the game instead. It's a really sad way to lose a few seconds. Rip the credits music. We still have gameplay to do.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the gameplay sounds. Unless we were playing on the PlayStation version, which has J-pop credits, then you gotta have that.
Plus, the PlayStation version has such bad game sound effects anyway.
What, you don't like the squishy sounding wall kicks?
I'm not a fan. Oh,
no!
No.
Oh.
To be fair, that might almost be more efficient than just going to Kaiser, because damageless Kaiser is a really sketchy proposition at best.
Yeah.
I think the really sad part about dying in this game, especially boss fights, that you have to deal with text boxes, that you have to go through them again. So it's just salt in the wound.
Yeah, I think later X games fixed that, but X3 didn't quite get on that boat.
Or X2, or at least the final bosses.
I'm always interested to see how many different movement patterns people have for Captain America.
Oh, he
no.
let go of his charge during the knockback.
He got lagged out so hard that he
Oh.
let go of the charge shot early. Thanks, Mega Man X3.
Typical.
Oh, he had a sub tank too.
Oh, yeah, I think he just remembered it after that.
Yeah. This is why X3 races are never over until the very end.
Yeah.
Plus lava climb. I totally haven't died there before. No sir.
On PB pace.
I was on PB pace and I died on lava climb. Then the very next attempt was a 30-second bigger PB than that one would have been. So it's hard to be too sad about it.
Oh.
Video game.
Okay, he can sub tank though. So.
The lava climb can be pretty bad, but it's not as bad once you've passed the 3 overhangs. Then you can't get stuck underneath one and crushed and killed instantly. Then you just take slow damage over time from the lava.
Lava climb, like, aside from the 3 little parts where the wall comes in a bit, it's only scary if you got hit by a missile and you have 2 HP left. Because then, if anything goes wrong, it's bad news.
Oh no!
Oh, why did he go off the wall?
Why? No!
I'm so sad right now.
Yeah, he totally had it. All you have to do is just jump straight up and saber.
You don't want to do that. That hand has such a deceptive hitbox, and it sticks way out there too.
Oh, we're getting sub-tank energy.
Yeah, he's trying to do a neat little... He's trying to respawn the enemy there and have the ice kill it as it spawns. I don't know if it works on the left side. It does work if you do that from the right, though.
This guy doesn't seem to want to play ball with this. The green walker in Doppler 2, thankfully, is a lot easier to do this with.
Yeah.
Going off the wall like he did there, that would work on most bosses, because most bosses just have like one rectangular hitbox, but Kaiser Sigma's so huge that he actually just has
like 5 or 6 hitboxes.
Yeah.
Like
got a couple different ones.
Both of his feet, both of his hands, both of his rockets have hitboxes actually.
Video game.
So it can be a little scary just because you can stand closer to the feet than to the hands. So if you're just standing in what feels like a safe spot, you can just jump straight up and then die. I've definitely done that plenty of times.
The instant death elevator skip principle, where you try to swing the saber too close to the hitbox. Because, like, when you swing the saber, doesn't your hitbox get, like, bigger or extend in some way?
Yeah, I don't know quite what it is. I don't know if it's like a displacement or if it's just like a change of shape or something. But yeah, if you're too close to spikes and you try to use the saber, you just die.
Yeah,
wow, he's gotten... just to note, BluSlider's gotten the mine from the start every single time that he's fought this guy. Every time, and it's messed with his movement, because the mines that come out of Sigma are RNG, and if it comes immediately out from the left side of his body at the very start and it rebounds off the wall, it kind of messes with like your movement, because then you have to wait to bait the mine away from it so that it doesn't go straight down. Because if a mine bounces off the wall, it tracks where your position is at the moment it bounces off the wall. So if you're standing right next to Kaiser Sigma in the corner like that, and a mine comes out, it's going to come straight down, and you have no escape from it, because Kaiser Sigma's got your only escape route blocked off by his big fat body. So it's like, what can you do? Like, you're forced to take damage.
Alright, and BluSlider finishes up. He was on pretty solid pace for his PB until the horrifying situation on Sigma.
Until Kaiser just turned into a wall.
Kaiser big sigged him.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the only match we have for X3. at the moment. I believe there's a match 2 days from now. Let's see what the tournament schedule has here. Saturday the 29th, we have Laseki versus Terra at 5 o'clock, and the winner of that plays me in the second round.
All right. And also going on right now is the Donkey Kong Country on Speed Gaming, or the main Speed Gaming channel. I almost call it Speed Gaming 1, but that's not quite right. And following up after Donkey Kong Country is the Super Metroid Randomizer.
Alrighty, I think that will do it for us. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm out of here, so we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Congrats to the runners.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to give them a follow.
Yeah, they both did a good job.